Now, President Donald Trump is taking on Big Pharma by signing an executive order to lower drug prices in the US.
Starting today, the United States will no longer subsidize the health care of foreign countries, which is what we were doing. We're subsidizing others' health care. And we'll no longer tolerate profiteering and price gouging from Big Pharma. But again, it was really the countries that forced Big Pharma to do things that, frankly, I'm not sure they really felt comfortable doing.
And in typical Trump style, he had a hilarious anecdote explaining how much more Americans pay. Listen to this.
I mean, I'll tell you a story. A friend of mine who's a businessman, very, very, very top guy. Most of you would have heard of him. A highly neurotic, brilliant businessman, seriously overweight, and he takes the fat shot drug. Very successful, very rich. I wouldn't even know how we would know this, but because he's got comments. President, could I ask you a question? What? I'm in London, and I just paid for this damn fat drug I take. I said, it's not working. He said, I just paid $88. And in New York, I pay $1,300. What the hell is going on?
The fat shot. I love that. Joining me now is comedian and host of Primetime with Alex Stein. Alex, the fat shot, that's what we've got to call Ozempic from now on. It has to be the fat shot.
No, Rita, I love that name, the fat shot. And this is a stat that I just read, and I cannot believe it. You know, America spends the most money on diets and diet fads and GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic, yet Americans still have the fattest biomass of any country in the world. So it's kind of insane that we spend the most on diet, but also we're the fattest country. Make that make sense, Rita.
It is crazy, and yet you've got Democrats, you've got the usual suspects in the media who are raising objections to this policy. How could you possibly be against Americans paying less for pharmaceutical drugs?
No, it's ridiculous, Rita. And our healthcare system in America is so overpriced. That's all people want. We don't want free healthcare. We don't want to become Canada, but we want drugs that we can afford because we have to take them to live. So the idea that these companies are able to price gouge, it needs to stop, and Donald Trump is putting an end to it. So God bless Donald Trump for making prescription, pills more affordable for Americans.